Hello, my name is Dr. Kiana Perrine Smith, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers, and I am the Interim Director of Residence Life at The Ohio State University. The Ohio State University's Office of Residence Life has four core value areas: learning, wellness, inclusion, and community. But our overarching goal is to create an extraordinary experience for all our residents who live in our residential communities. As you can imagine, it takes a large team to make that happen. We have full-time staff members, we have graduate student staff members, and we have undergraduate student staff members who make up our team. Our team has two major functions. We deal with the day-to-day operations of what occurs in our residential communities, and we also have an academic initiatives team who focus on learning communities, scholars programs, honors program, and any other academic initiatives that we put forward in the department. We have a large leadership team that is made up of myself, associate directors, assistant directors, and program coordinators. We also have our office associates who do great work in a lot of our communities within residence life. We also have our special teams, which includes you, is our live-in staff. And so we have different layers of live-in staff. We have our full-time master's level live-in staff that is made up of housing coordinators, hall directors, and an apartment manager. They are all staff members who live on campus and work on campus and are responsible for the day-to-day operations of our residential communities. They are all master's level staff and very talented. We also have our assistant hall directors. They are graduate students who are working on their master's degrees, and they work closely with our housing coordinators, hall directors, and apartment manager to make sure that our halls are operated successfully. We also have what we call our resident managers. Our resident managers are also undergraduate students who live in the residence halls, and they supervise our front desk staff. And our front desk staff are our office assistants who are undergraduate students. And all of these people live in our residence halls. A key staff member who works in our residential communities are you, our community advisors and resident advisors, who are staff members who not only live on campus, but they're also students. And so you are responsible for working with and building relationships with our students who live on campus. So not only are you responsible for building community amongst people that you live with, also people that you have class with. And your role is vital to our success in residence life. You build community, you do programs, you help make sure the halls are safe and secure when you're on call and responding to incidents. And you're also connecting with students and connecting them with other students and other things at Ohio State, whether it be a department or an office. And so you play a vital role in the success of residence life. The residence life team is huge and is made up of a lot of people, and all of us are important to make sure we are successful. And you are extremely important to our success. Because like I said before, not only do you live with the people you're responsible for building community with, you also go to class with them. And so your role is vital and important. You do a lot to ensure that residence life is successful at all levels, and we appreciate all the work that you do. Our team is vast, but it takes all of us to ensure that we are a success. And so I want to thank you for all your hard work, all that you have done, all that you're going to do in the future. Go Bucks.
Hello, Residence Life. My name is Barb Kefalis, and I am a Senior Associate Director for Residence Life. I use the pronouns she and hers, and I'm very happy to be here with you today to talk to you a little bit about community building. So, what do I think about when I think of building a community of residents on your floor? If you are a resident advisor or a community advisor, or what does it mean to bring a group of people together if you're a resident manager and you supervise a group of staff members that are the frontline employees of the residence hall? So remember when you took your first tour of Ohio State a few years back and you fell in love with the campus? What made you fall in love with Ohio State? It was probably your tour guide, right? They provided stories and resources, fun facts about the university. They took you to all of the iconic buildings on campus and created that relationship, that touch point for you and the university. Well, similarly, what we're trying to do in residence life is create that extraordinary student experience. And we do that in a myriad of ways. There are lots of programs and activities that are pre-planned for us that we can take residents to. There are resources out of this world on Ohio State's campus that we can share with our residents to help them feel connected to the place and to the people here. And finally, on a more local level, you as a paraprofessional can create those organic experiences on your floor, in your building, across residence halls to help the residents feel connected. You can do so by bringing wellness programs, inclusion activities, and learning opportunities such as bringing in a faculty friend to help those students create that community and get connected to one another, not just to the staff that we have working in the residence halls. The most important thing, I think, about community is the care that we provide and that we show to them. And you know, the one word that comes to mind, or the one concept that I always think about, if I can bring in a little bit of my culture, is a word called philoxenia. What does philoxenia mean? It means the love of a stranger. And so that's what we're trying to do in the residence halls. We have people from all over the world gathered as strangers at the beginning of the year, and hopefully by the end, through all of the experiences and opportunities that you have provided and helped them connect to, you have made them friends with each other and friendly with you. I wish you the best of luck as you create these extraordinary experiences for our residents through community. Go Bucks!
Hi, my name is Julie Sanzoni. I use she, her, hers pronouns, and I'm an assistant director in our academic initiative team in residence life here in student life at Ohio State University. I have the unique privilege of talking with you a little bit about the value of learning here in residence life. Learning, of course, is the reason that we're all here. That's why all of our students are here at the university. But learning is a lot broader than I think we sometimes think about it. Learning is, of course, that academic learning. There's also personal learning, professional learning, and learning is something that not only happens in the classroom, but also we believe happens outside of the classroom as well. Learning is not just about one component as well. Learning about yourself is one of those pieces, but also learning about others and the world around you is really, really critical. And when we think about that value, there's a variety of ways our academic initiatives team is here to help support you and how you support your residents or with the learning value. One of those that first comes to mind is our specialized communities that we have on campus, whether that be our learning communities, the work that we do with our partners in honors and scholars. There are so many things that we do to make sure that learning extends from the classroom into our residence hall communities. We also have peer tutoring services on campus to make sure students are staying connected to their academic success support services. We have connections to faculty which we know are really critical to students being successful as students and when they're finishing their time at Ohio State. We have a lot of focus here also on our second year students, right? So we have first and second year students living on campus, and through STEP and through other designed programs specifically focused sometimes on our career related services, we're really there to make sure that we're providing those services to second year students. We also are focused on our organization called Mundo, which is Multicultural Understanding Through Non-Traditional Discovery Opportunities, which is an organization that's really focused on community-based experiential learning that's based on the social change model of leadership. Whatever the case might be, however we can help support you with learning with your residents, we look forward to working with you on that in the future. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mo Samad, and I am the Associate Director for Inclusive Excellence, and I use he, him, his pronouns. Inclusive practices and ideas should be woven into all that we do, from building community, creating a learning environment, and working on our physical, emotional, and mental well-being, the concepts about being inclusive are embedded throughout. One area that I encourage our paraprofessional staff members to consider is their intentions when engaging in dialogue and discussions with our residents. Are you simply going through the motions of the job requirements? Or are you creating an environment where our residents feel trusted, comfortable, and empowered to be their authentic selves? Another step, which at times can be challenging, is speaking up when incidents and experiences within our residential and campus communities are oppressive, hurtful, and harmful. Being silent is also being complacent. Through some of the Inclusive Excellence Framework, our paraprofessionals have served as members of a departmental work group, participated in focus groups, and helped reimagine aspects of our training and development of staff. We are excited for you to take on such challenging but rewarding work. While we may all come from varying perspectives and understandings of what inclusive practices may feel and look like, come in with the energy and the actions to support our students and to dismantle obstacles along the way that keep you and others from being successful. Thank you, and go Bucks.
Hi, my name is Xavier DeFreitas. I use he, him, his pronouns, and I am one of the assistant directors in Residence Life here at Ohio State. And today we're going to be talking about one of our core values in Residence Life, and that's around wellness. Now, we define wellness as an active role in all aspects of wellness for ourselves and those in our community. Now, certainly as myself as a former RA, and as all of you are going to be RAs, it's important that we focus on wellness because a lot of times we like to focus on our community, but then sometimes we don't check in on ourselves. And so wellness does not just focus on the physical aspects or are we eating correctly? It's also around our mental health or also our spiritual health. And so it's important that we are utilizing all of the resources that are here on campus, whether it's going to the gym, finding clubs and organizations to build that community, or even going to our counseling services that are available. I encourage you to, not only, take care of your community, but make sure that you're taking care of yourself as well. You have a great team of not only assistant directors, hall directors, and assistant hall directors, but also the fellow colleagues that are in the room with you are all here to help to make sure that you're successful, because if you're successful, then you're able to help your community also be successful. So I wish you all the best this year, and go Bucks.
Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa Shivers, Senior Vice President for Student Life. I want to first congratulate you on joining our team. I am very grateful to you for agreeing to support your fellow students. The role that you've chosen to take on is very, very important. You will literally be the face of student life in our residence halls. Perhaps more than any other person on this campus, you will have an impact on the lives of your fellow students every single day. When people say, meet them where they live, it's usually a euphemism, but in your case, it is a literal descriptor of your work. You really do meet them where they live because they live in your residence halls. How you interact with those students, how you help them, how you support them will help define how they view their experience at Ohio State. So thank you for being a part of student life. Together, we will make it a scarlet and great year. OH!